Hi, we are Beau and Brandy, and this is our salty pup Oona. And over the past 2 years, we've been sailing full-time on our sailboat Saoirse. If you're new here, we would be grateful if you subscribe, and be sure to click the bell so you know when we release each week. Many thanks to all of our patrons out there supporting our channel above and beyond. And to you, thanks for watching. Good morning, guys. We got into Charleston last night, had a nice little rest, went over to say goodbye to all of our friends this morning, had a cup of coffee and a good chat. Oh, we're gonna miss you here. We love everybody here. It's been such a great time. Beau is outside getting ready for our trip up to Bequia right now. Just picking up the rest of stuff in the house, making some waters. It is hot and steamy today, but we will get going in just a bit, and it should take about a 5 or 6 hour sail depending on what the wind wants to give us when we get out there. Hopefully it's good. Just a little side note, it takes a long time to get our boat ready. We have to strap things down, we have to put sails up, and something typical boats don't need to do. Most boats have rolling furlers and we have hang-on sails. We don't have a stove that is attached to our boat, so we have to ratchet strap it in. So there's a lot of little things that we have to do, like most people, close through holes, close our toilet so water doesn't get into our composting head. So there's a lot of going into it, and I am sweating while doing it. But all right, we're going, things are done, let's get out of here. So what are we doing? How do you want to fall off?
Getting out of this rock and roll.
Yes.
It is definitely rolling in here, but yeah, there's nobody behind us, so we'll probably just fall off to the port, and we can just keep all the sails on that side because it's gonna be a starboard tack the whole way. I'm gonna raise a little bit of the chain, then we'll raise the main, and then we'll lift anchor.
Let's do this thing. He actually loves when I say that.
Alright, I'm gonna raise the rest of the anchor.
Alright. Co-pilot ready? Alright. That's going to be coming right to us. Nice little sun shower.
Yeah.
Sun sprinkle.
Kind of gave us a little bit of wind and then took a little bit of wind. So, how fast are we going, you know? Don't know. That's fine. It wasn't too bad. Didn't need to put a reef in or anything. Back to my fishing rigging.
See that the dinghy is still hanging out with us. Now we tie her up on both sides, so we've got a rope on her port and her starboard. I wanted to tell you guys that when we lost the dinghy, when we were making one of our passage a couple episodes ago, and Beau jumped in after her. If you guys haven't checked it out, be sure to check it out here, or here. I'll put a link to it. But when he jumped in, if you guys noticed, his life vest didn't go off. Well, when we were making our crossing from St. Croix over into St. Vincent, we got a really crazy wave that flooded, literally flooded our cockpit. All of us were floating in the bottom of the cockpit, and both of our vests went off. So they are able to be blown up, so that's why we still wear them. And we've only been doing very short hops between islands. We've been keeping an eye out on trying to find the replacement cartridges for these, which is not the easiest task. So hopefully maybe when we get up to St. Vincent we can find some. And I don't really want to make really long passages without having them with them in there. So
they do inflate manually, so you can blow them up.
I told them.
Oh, you did?
I told them. But do you want to demonstrate it like it's an airplane?
Exits all around. Take life vest. I don't even know where it is.
Maybe we should know where it's at.
I think it's in here, like up here maybe? Like there's Velcro all the way around this thing.
Oh, there you go.
Here's the canister.
Woo!
I have to roll this back up.
It doesn't. Does it go all the way around?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
You don't remember when it blew
There
up?
it goes. Yeah, no, I remember.
Here it is.
Yep.
So, take this off.
That shouldn't be too hard to do while you're in the water.
Well, the good thing about how do you deflate it? I think you push this. There you go. The good thing about the canisters is if you get knocked out and you hit the water, then it'll just automatically inflate for you. That's the real big safety of them.
That's why we won't be doing any long passages at night without them on, because at least when we're out here during the day doing these small short day hops, we can see islands. Radio works really well. We shouldn't have an issue, but we want to be safe, so we're going to be looking for them. Don't you worry. Great demonstration. Well, we are just now heading back to the cut that we took on the way down south out of Bequia. Almost there, but we know from our last time we were here, we're gonna have to find current and we're gonna have to be tacking. We've been making great time though.
It's been really gusty, so I took the wheel from Wilson. He was doing a good job up until we hit Cat, and then the wind just funnels through the islands here up by Bequia. Really weird, so figured it'd be better if I give him a break. That'll get your blood going.
We went powering through it.
Yeah. Well, I had to tighten up the sails just to kind of like crab in there. It's so weird, the currents when they meet like that. But ain't no thing.
We're pros at this now. This cut.
Well,
Second time.
As long as we have a rudder that works, yeah. Remember that time in the Bahamas when we almost hit a wall? That was the best tack we've ever had coming in Bequia. We got pretty far in. We probably, tacked twice?
Yeah.
And then dropped the sails and just motored the rest. We'll be here probably until the wind picks up, which may be in a few days, because we need to get moving. We've been sitting for way too long in Canouan.
It was great though.
It was beautiful there. Probably gonna do a little more land-based stuff. I have been having a little bit of ear trouble just from clearing, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of a rest. And then we'll probably keep moving on to St. Vincent. We need to get Oona to shore and drop off some stinky trash. Have a great night, guys. We'll see you later. Good morning. It's been super calm here in Bequia.
So calm.
Been able to get amazing sleep. Are you gonna do yoga again today?
Yes, I'm even moving right now.
I guess I'll get up and make coffee.
Love you.
Love you. Maybe I'll sleep more. Some of you guys have been wondering what we put in our coffee. We do what we call a fat coffee. So the main ingredient is coffee, of course, but the other main ingredient is butter. We do a cold brew, so we just grind up coffee the night before and set it in water, let it sit overnight, and that way it's just smoother. We like it. Next, butter. We use about 2 tablespoons, but if you're doing a single serving, just use 1. I don't really measure anything. I kind of just wing it. So we use coconut milk. You can use any creamer you like, but if you're trying to make it keto, make sure it doesn't have sugar, like real sugar in it. About 1/4 cup, maybe. And what we use to sweeten it is stevia, and just put in as much as you want per taste. Another thing we like to add to fatten it up even more is coconut oil. If you guys aren't following a keto diet, then you might want to be careful on how much fat you're putting in, because it gets things moving. And it'll also, like, you're increasing your fat intake a lot, so just be mindful. Next is vanilla, just a dash of vanilla. Give it a nice little something something. And the last thing is cinnamon. You can either put it in and blend it with everything, or you can just sprinkle it on top. I almost forgot. Sometimes we put in cacao or cocoa powder, which is pretty healthy for you, from what I understand. Antioxidants, is that what you said? So Brandy knows all the healthy stuff. I just do what she says. So you heat it up just enough to melt the butter. And we heat it up on our fancy schmancy induction stove. Some of you guys have also asked about what these silicone pads are. That's exactly what they are, silicone pads. It helps keep the pots from sliding around on the glass. We've been healed over probably at least 30 degrees cooking, and they don't go anywhere. So they come in real handy. Most important step, blending. Otherwise you get like a top layer of just fat. Oil, yeah. It's not good. So make sure you blend it pretty good. We use an immersion blender. It tends to make a mess, but I make a mess when I do everything, so. Pour and enjoy. Oh,
this is what we like to call the Beau pour.
No, not quite. It's not quite a Beau pour.
The meniscus isn't quite.
Yeah, I like
there.
to get it to where it's just you know, it's got a nice little bubble on it.
Oh, there you have it. The Beau and Brandy butter coffee recipe. Now you all have it, but be careful. Remember, we warned you. We're gonna take this outside and get going, because what we haven't told you guys is that we're leaving today. It's gonna be a very light sail, and it's only just around the corner. And we're gonna be going from Bequia, where we're at right now, to St. Vincent. So technically we're down here, and we're just gonna take a little round trip right up into here. And we actually checked in here, that's where we were at before, but we didn't really get to do a whole bunch of exploring. And then tomorrow, we're gonna go all the way up to here and go to the mountain. Actually, it's a volcano, an active volcano. Very excited. It's gonna be an early morning. Let's get going. So we're just talking about what our plan of attack is on getting out of the anchorage. All right, what do you want to do?
Because we got a couple close boats, I'd say leave the main loose,
Okay.
even after I pull up the hook, and let us drift a little bit that way. And then you can either tighten up or just motor us out a little bit before you tighten the sails. Because when you tighten it, it's going to want to take us forward.
Do you want me to, we're gonna fall off behind first wave? Okay.
Behind first wave, but in front of Serenity.
All right, we're falling off behind this boat and in front of that boat. And we know both of them, so we gotta be careful. Not that we wouldn't be careful anyways. Change of plans. It's so light we might have to motor out. Hopefully it's just the mountain blocking it. Keep getting a little gust here and there.
Got a dopamine rush, got a major league crush when you're next to me. Got my heart upon my sleeve, can I hide the way I feel when you're next to me, girl? Got the kick in every move and I fought just like a fool for you, for you. Wish I knew just what it was, but why should I make a fuss? Just stay next to me, girl, next to me, girl. Something special.
Well, instead of motoring out, we're what? Doing how fast?
6.7 knots.
Doing pretty good, getting out of here. Thought it was gonna be a lot slower. Pretty gusty today. Like big gusts, probably plus 10 knots,
Yeah.
right? So probably gusting up to the 20s. So we're gonna let Wilson sit this one out. We do have the fishing pole out though, so maybe a little something, something.
Ah, that was a big one.
That was a big gust. So Brandy's gonna work her magic. I'm gonna go down below and get this next video out for you guys.
There's a mystery entwined, something bigger to define about you. Am I the only one to see? Got me down on my knees, taken by your gravity. And I just know you got that something special about you. Got me under lock and key, but I don't wanna be free when I'm next to you. You're like honey to a bee. I go crazy for the sweet when I'm next to you, girl.
What's going on?
We don't want to pay for a ball, and it was too shallow to anchor.
Ah, in the back there, it's a lot deeper. That's where we anchor.
How much tape do you have?
We got 210.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can anchor out here, whichever.
Might anchor out there.
Okay. Yeah. Those are our friends, Too Short. They got a channel too. Check it out right here. But we are about to go through this narrow passage to get into Blue Lagoon. We typically anchor right out back here. Yeah, just go around this ball right here and we'll drop right there. We are all set. Got the swell bridle out because it can get pretty rocky in here. I need to go pick up a car for tomorrow's little mountain hike. Did a little shopping around and we found a guy called DJ, or I think his name's Roger. And we are gonna go rent a car with him. We do have to go to the police station and get a temporary driver's license.
Yes, sir.
All right. You got any deals going on? For the
Deals
cars,
going on.
or it's just $125 a day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at the moment.
Got the car rental, 125 EC per day, not too shabby. It was $100 to get the temporary driver's license. I'm driving on the wrong side of the road, on the left side. Might be the right side or the correct side depending on where you're watching from, but for me it's a little weird. Now I'm at the grocery store, gotta pick up a few things like the essentials, coconut milk and butter.
Look who made it back. We now have a car. We have a lot of groceries that I have to put away, and we need to make our snacks and things for tomorrow for the hike.
And finish this video.
And finish the video. So we're gonna say good night. We have a very, very early morning. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bet you guys didn't know I was in the shoe repair business.
You know you're a sailor, Win.
You 5,200 your shoes together.
Oh, jeez. Hopefully it cures before tomorrow.